MLK. You ain't never been the golden guy. It's in the day. You ain't never been the sparkle. Sliding with your babe. I ain't never been the skate zone. Cause it's something more. I'm a pack of cards.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Returning it from the 4. And he dives to end the return. Not sure I understand the thinking here. They're going to start very deep in their own half. Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He's foray up the middle. That's about 3. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying with Robinson. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Third down give to Robinson. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And they got home, sent him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Coach's challenge to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw to start the drive. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup. Stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
There he is on 3rd and short. He's got McBride complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Robinson. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Falcons first.
On 1st down, here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and it's going to be 2nd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is it going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. He'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. It was Max Melton who held him down there.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks. That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, here's Penix. Taking a shot for the end zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. So he'll take over just shy of midfield as his return goes out.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Wouldn't make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. I'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
One thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
19 Lions. 70 raised.
Working inside the red zone. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Come on. Dragon 60.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Brought in right side. Touchdown. Arizona. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Penix now on 1st down. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Running back sent in motion. Penix is going to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
It's Penix yet again. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Trap 60, trap 60. 9 Panthers, come back 60.
To throw here on 1st down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Working on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They get 27 on the play, and it'll be first down, Arizona.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
From the red zone on first. Not quick to McBride. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Go, Cowboys!
When he gets in, touchdown! The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Penix working from the gun. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Max Melton with the INT. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal at the 9.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. He's dropping back to throw. And he's got it. It's in close. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Penix here from the gun. That's incomplete on second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third down, it's Penix. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And again, it's Penix. He's going to push one deep down the right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Going now on 1st down. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. It's the Cardinals. With it, 1st and 10. Going to throw this one. Finds Benson out of the backfield. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. To throw. He rolls to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals are racing them to the halftime locker room. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons, 14.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Oh, he put everything he had into that. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down, Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalked up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Trying for it with Penix. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Yeah, the refs agree. He's marked short, and this is going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about the basics. You better more power.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And the Cardinals, 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
They're going to throw out of the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Again to throw on 2nd. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
19 tight, 19 tight. Curve 19, curve 19.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Tiger. Go, Ring. Go. Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Check out.
Final throw before the break. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Airing it out to start this drive. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Back to pass on 2nd and short. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches.
18 Cardinal.
Here's the snap on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Cowboy 80.
Penix working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To the air with Penix. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Cardinals will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Buffalo 18.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. Throws caught. He works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. A.J. Terrell making that stop. gets up to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
18 caught.
To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
At the 25-yard line.
Track at 60.
They'll throw it here on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's the backup. First throw.